Hello, beautiful Earth Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, Sky Above, Earth Below. This is Renee, and you're watching a timeless collective reading for the new moon in Libra, October 2023. Happy Libra season, everyone. So, although the moon is currently in the sign of Libra, you don't need to have Libra anywhere in your chart for this reading to apply to you. This reading is for all astrological signs collectively. Also, the energy captured at this new moon may be relevant now or any time in the future, whenever it resonates. So I won't be going over how to manifest with the moon today to keep it short, but I did want to mention, for those of you who don't already know, this new moon comes with a solar eclipse. The eclipse is called an annular solar eclipse because of the ring of fire that will be visible around the moon as it passes in front of the sun. This ring occurs when the moon is farthest from the Earth and closer to the sun in its ellipse-shaped orbit. But in regards to the energy, the eclipse represents a portal of major change. Positive or negative, a solar eclipse can bring revelations, awakenings, major turns of events, or large-scale transformation. It's an energy you can't ignore. A solar eclipse ushers in light after a period of darkness, bringing divine truth, clarity, and higher awareness. For those of you who've been doing the shadow work, the eclipse is pushing you through that ring of fire to your rebirth. It may be painful right now, but you can look to the dark days to suddenly end. Expect to feel lighter, more energized, and more clear about your new chapter in life. For those of you just getting started with your shadow work, you can use this powerful balancing force for inner alchemy to surrender to and embrace your tough lessons and to allow it to transform you. As you hold yourself accountable for everything in your life, also hold compassion and grace for yourself. When you heal from within, you heal your life. And with the new moon in the sign of Libra, we can expect this eclipse to bring about balance, justice, karma, and much needed transformations in inner beauty and self-love. Okay, so that's it for the intro today. Up next is the Meditative Shuffle and then the reading to follow. You can watch them both or navigate as you wish using the timestamps below. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello everyone, welcome to this reading for the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. This is a timeless reading. Thank you all so much for joining me. So as I pressed record, it is 1:11 on the clock. Okay, so I feel like this is an important message, something you're probably hoping to hear. if not need to hear. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is pretty great. Overall, collectively, you guys, I'm seeing that there's quite a bit of people who are taking a new path. We have this safe travel card here in the center with the number 22 indicating the master builder. This is creating your own reality. This is deciding to direct your life. And as we know with the ship, ships navigate by the stars, and specifically by the North Star. So this is telling me that many of you, and I say many because this is the center of your reading, have chosen your North Node. And that is validated here by the South Node at the back of the deck. It says, don't let your past hold you back. So maybe your fears are holding you back. And that would make sense here because we do have the work through your fears card. So regardless, whether it's your fears holding you back, your past holding you back, I do see you working through that. And that's really positive energy. Okay, just the fact that it's here, it's encouraging you because it's telling me that you're already on your higher path. Okay, I see here that you have left behind something. Okay, some situation, some, whatever it is that created a lack of meaning or a lack of fulfillment in your life. Okay, this could be in any way, shape, or form. Whatever you have invested in the past emotionally or even spiritually, okay, with the Cup's energy, you're walking away from that. So however that works in your life, just apply it how you need. But I see you walking toward the sun, which is light energy, high vibrational energy, your higher path, your higher self. And it's also taking off on a new unknown adventure. I do see you taking not only an outward adventure, but also an inward adventure here with the King of Cups. So I feel like a lot of you are embracing the idea of meditation, or at least, inner work, shadow work. Talked about this in the intro. I feel like you guys are, cultivating a stronger relationship to yourself, whether that be through your habits, through, whatever you're consuming, through your, any sort of media you might be consuming, anything you might be eating, whatever you're consuming in regards to energy. So you may be placing energetic boundaries, okay, with people, places, and things. I see you really cultivating that intuition, and for some of you even, developing a relationship with spirit. In regards to your path, okay, we do have some past energy here, the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is in regards to seeds you've already planted. This is investments you've already made, and you did that while basically, I want to say, you were dealing with past energies, things that you needed to deal with while you were growing, while you were doing the inner work, while you were holding resilience during a time of, pretty much deep burdens, okay? So you've had to have a lot of strength. You've had to be sort of on guard in regards to your energy, perhaps your personal space, okay, even your energetic space, your spiritual space, your emotional space, and even your creative space. So I feel like, for the most part, you're doing a lot of inner alchemy. I talked about this in the intro as well. So I feel like this is reflecting those of you who've been doing the inner work, who've been choosing a new path and doing what you need to do to transform your life inside and out. It says here, your dreams need a practical plan. And what I'm getting from that is, each of you is going to be at a different place in this timeline. Some of you left a long time ago and are, at a further state. Some of you are just, packing. Okay, so, or some of you are maybe even just thinking about, like, how do I get out of this? Or how do I leave? Or how do I change this situation? Or however it is. But, when we are doing anything, whenever we're manifesting something, we want to have, logically, we would want to have plans in our minds about how we're going to get from A to B. But in regards to manifestation, to bring something into physical reality, we have to first think about it. It needs to be a thought. And we need to feel it. Feel, what it feels like to have this. And those feelings and those thoughts are what come before physical manifestation. And if you can spend time imagining, allowing yourself to drift into daydreams, or just, really visualize or feel how it is you want your future to look like. And those are the kinds of manifestation tools that you can use energetically to create this practical plan. So we can, work both with the 5D and the 3D in regards to how to get yourself from one place to another. For all of you, I would be working energetically to manifest, to visualize, to see, hear, smell, feel, all these things that we can imagine within our minds to make it seem real within our mind, and then feeling how it feels to have it or to be there in that situation. Okay, and then obviously, logistically, you would need to figure out how to get from A to B in your 3D world as well. I'm getting a lot of grounded energy here with this abundance card. There's a lot of, let's see if I can pull up my... So, this is like harvest time. Yeah, it says hunter moon. It looks like fall, but it's like harvest time. There's a lot of animals, trees. It's very earthy. Got fire energy here as well. So, you're following your inspirations, trying to ground them into your physical world. I would say that because of all of this very heavy, dense energy with the resilience card, I'm getting 10 of Wands with this card here, as well as the 9 of Wands. It's this is like lower vibrational energy, and we do need to alchemize the lower energies with the higher energies. So how we can do that is, first off, by noticing when we're in these energies. It's one thing to just feel them and go along with life and just be frustrated. It's another thing to actually identify, what situation you're in, what energy you're in, what frequency you're in. Okay, and then you can work with it. And then you can, think a better thought, or, take some time out to dream and to raise your vibration. Because a lot of times what happens is, and this happens to everyone in the Matrix, especially if you're a dreamer, or some type of idealist or something, someone's going to always come around to rain on your parade, to bring you back down to earth, to tell you that you're too lofty in your ideas. Some of you may have been called crazy for what it is you want to do. All these energies like wanting you to come back down to this dense earth plane and, basically slap you into reality. Okay. But what they don't understand about manifestation is that you need to have worked through your fears and stabilized a higher frequency to be more in touch with the manifestations that you're hoping for. Because that's when you're in that energetic flow with the universe. That's when you are co-creating. That is how the universe speaks and communicates to and through you, is through frequency. So we can stay, down in this dense earth plane in a reality that's already been created, that other people might want you to stay within because it challenges their belief systems about what should be and about change. And people who don't want to change, people who don't want to grow, they don't want to see what else is possible. They don't believe it's possible for themselves, and they don't want anyone rising above them. So it's like crabs in a bucket. They're just trying to pull you back down. But a wise person would actually spend time in your moments of difficulty, in your understanding of when you are in a low vibration, to actually lift yourself up and think of things that make you happy, strong, optimistic, things that inspire you, or things that you've always dreamed of, or even things about yourself that, I used to be this way, or I used to be that way. What happened there? I'm going to spend some time thinking about how I was such a bright, happy, sunshiny girl when I was young. Okay? And if you're not a woman or a girl, then, whatever. If you're a boy, just apply it to yourself, please. I really don't want to have caveats every time I say girls or boys. So you guys just apply this shit, okay? Yeah, I'm really sick of that. Anyway, but what I'm seeing here is that you are alchemizing. I'm seeing low vibration with high vibration and putting it all together in a place that might feel really jumbled and messy for you right now. But I'm telling you that this is completely normal, okay? Here at the back of the deck, we have the death card, and I don't want you to get freaked out about this, okay? Death cards have to do with major endings, transformations, and new beginnings. And what I'm getting from this, it says here, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings, yeah. But what I'm getting from this death card is that in order to have come to a place where you're ready to release something of your past, okay? You're still working with the lower vibes from being in that energy, learning about yourself, learning to transform that energy within you, okay? In order to do that, you go through a death process. This is that alchemization where you learn to take those lower energies and transform them into something greater for yourself, into your dreams, into, you're working through your fears, literally, because you're not wanting to stay in that energy. I just gotta say, unless a tiger is chasing you, or, if somebody is, literally hurting you, physically, we have choices. And there is a point where you can sort of embrace your fear and understand that it's an illusion created to keep you there. And that's why we have the South Node card here, okay? Don't let your past hold you back. The past wants to keep you in fear because they don't want you moving forward. They don't want you, bursting their bubble of what the matrix is. They don't want you, transforming your life. They don't want you to resist what is. They don't want to change, okay? You are resisting, in a sense. You're resisting what no longer serves you. And resistance isn't really a good word for that. It's more like surrendering and releasing, okay? Because what we have here is the Knight of Wands energy. You know, this is not a page. It's not a king or a queen. It's a knight. And knights are highly inspired, very creative, you know, willing to do kind of the most to make things happen. It's a little bit of an unstable energy, which makes sense here. I can see it here on the board. You know, I still feel like you guys you're really in this liminal space where you've got both light and dark energies within you that you're trying to balance. But I see you doing that. You know, your decision to move forward in a positive direction, to create your life, that's half the battle. Literally. You've got abundance coming. If not already, you have it perhaps. The seeds you've planted, you can look forward to that blooming and coming into, I see you coming into a harvest with whatever you've planted in the past. In the center here, we also have the humor card. This is lighthearted energy. Yeah, it says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So while you're going through an ego death, while you are learning to balance these lighter and heavier energies within you, you are taking advantage of what you know about how to lift yourself up, raise your frequency, to manifest, to go toward your dreams, to remain focused. Like if we stay in a heavy energy all the time, that's not going to help you move forward. So we do need to allow ourselves to have this lighthearted energy. When we think of an old person, think of a really old person. Like most people have come into contact with some really old person who feels like a child, And that person is, maybe you know them well, maybe you don't, but that energy is what I'm trying to capture here. That person is like one of the wisest people you will ever know, because that person has been through all of this and come back around full circle to meet back up with their inner child, to know what's important in life, and to know how to alchemize those dark, dense energies within them, to be able to come out the other side of all the BS in their 90 plus years to a lighthearted, optimistic, loving energy. So they've been through their spiritual mission. They've cultivated wisdom for the ages. And, not everyone gets to that place, because I'll bet you that you know some other old curmudgeon who didn't get back to their inner child, who didn't learn their lessons, who died miserably. So this humor card, it's green. There's this heart chakra energy. I'm just getting so much love from this card. And I'm so proud of you. Whoever's going through this right now, I'm so proud of you. This path, it is not easy. And you are stronger than most. And I see it here. I see what you're doing. I see your strength. And so do your spirit guides. So does your higher self. So does your higher power. All of this. You've been following divine guidance. Whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. So, I just want to send out all of the good vibes to you, those of you who are on this journey, those of you who are making difficult decisions to change your life, to elevate, to love yourself, to be good people. I see it. I see you. Okay. This eclipse energy, look forward to it making, major positive changes in your life. Keep going with whatever you're working on, wherever you are in your timeline, okay? You're going to keep working through your fears. Keep remembering not to be in your south node energy. If you do not know your north node yet, I highly suggest looking that up. Whatever your north node is, that's your north star. That's where you're headed, okay? And you can look up your south node as well. That's the past. Those are the energies that hold you back, that they're also energies that keep you comfortable, right? Because when we expand and grow, sometimes it's scary. And we can have fears that keep us held back or limited, just even regardless of other people in our lives. We can do that to ourselves. So you don't want to allow others or yourself to hold you back from, moving forward, to going down that north node path. And as you're working to alchemize these lower energies, being aware of what they are, those are your south node energies. We're moving away, we're growing up and out of those energies, going toward the energies of our north node. The north node is going to help you identify your purpose as well. And that in itself is going to help you to develop a practical plan as well. All right, what else? So number 38 breaking down to an 11. This is a spiritual awakening, okay? 11 and 22, the master builder. This is an up level, this is an elevation, this is ascension in your frequency, okay? Spiritually, for some of you who are on that path, we have 21 breaking down to a 3, all about expansion. So, and that's what we're talking about here, is your expansion. Okay, and lastly, the things that I'm noticing here, a couple of signs here. We've got the full moon in Taurus. So I'm just cautioning you about being stubborn in your energies. Allow yourself to think outside the box, okay? Because you are traveling in a new path. You are moving into uncharted territory. And if you're meditating, that's limitless. So you do have to have an open mind in regards to your future, in regards to the changes that may come for you. Okay, and you will see changes because we have this eclipse energy here. With the Scorpio, the new moon in Scorpio, this is transformative energy as well. You had the death card on the back of the deck, and that's just basically being reiterated here. So as you're meditating, as you're going down into the depths, perhaps doing some shadow work, or just in your day-to-day life dealing with those denser energies, remember to come back up for air, okay? Remember to raise your vibration. Do something that makes you happy. And as you practice this, you'll get more used to it, and you'll also get more used to just feeling in your mind, body, and spirit, when you're in certain energies. This is all about self-awareness and getting to know yourself. All right. Okay, collective. So that is your reading for the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. I am truly grateful for those of you who are following along with me and who are on this path. Thank you so much for being a part of my Earth Tribe. Thank you for joining me here in this reading and for all of your support. If it resonated and you're comfortable sharing, I would love your confirmations. I am available for personal consults and readings at my website, reneegomez.com. You can also support me by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, or leaving a donation at any of the donation links in the description box below. May this new moon solar eclipse bring about the transformation you didn't know you needed. And may you have a beautiful day from wherever in the world you're watching. I'm sending you all grounding energy and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you at my next reading.